And that's when my dad came into my room and turned on the light. Easy, Jake, it's alright. Dad sat on my bed, and he held onto my arm. It's alright, Jake. You were just having a dream, that's all. You, Jake, and I are dead, and we are right in here in our own house. And you're awake now, and everything's alright. I was shaking, I was still sweaty. And Dad kept holding onto my arm. I was so glad he was there. When I was totally awake, Dad said, "Bad dream, huh?" I nodded. "Yeah, a nightmare." And I shivered and I said, "Dad, were you ever a teacher's pet?" He said, let me think. Yes, I think I was one back when I was 6th grade. My eyes opened wide. "Really? Did you want to be?" Dad smiled. Did I want to be? Yes, I suppose I did. My English teacher was a lady named Mrs. Palmer, and she was very smart, and I guess I thought she was pretty too. My friend Tim and I stay after class sometimes to help erase a chalkboard and straighten up her room. Little things like that. So I guess we are both teacher's pets. I frowned. And did she treat you and your friends special, or let you get away with stuff? Dad thought a second, and then nodded. Yes, I think she did. A little bit. Remember one time when I didn't do my homework and Mrs. Palmer caught me. She frowned at me and scolded me in class and said I had to come in after school. But when I went after school, she just smiled and said, "Now you won't do that again, will you, Jimmy?" Then I said, "No." And then she let me leave. And I always did my homework after that too. But what about the other kid? I asked. Did they hate you for being the teacher's pet? Dad scrunched his head, which made his hair look even more messed up. He said, "I don't really remember. All I remember is how Mrs. Palmer used to smile at me sometimes." I said, "But what if you had a lot of teachers, and they all were all being super nice to you, and you didn't even like the way they smile? And then all the kids thought you were trying to be all goody-goody. What about that?" Well, and then Dad gave me a really big yarn. If I was trying to get the teacher's pet to treat me special, then I guess a kid would be right. Because that would be like trying to get away with something. But if a teacher decided to be nicer to you, then she was to some other kid, and that's not your fault. That's the teacher's fault. Because teacher's not supposed to be nicer to one kid than she is to another, right?